Hey guys, Harv here, and welcome back to the Kerbal space program, space tourism specifically. At the end of the previous episode, we left off with the mighty cliffhanger of how is Jebediah Kerman going to get on to the train that we have here. And unfortunately, the footage that actually held that insane secret has since corrupted and died on me. But we will find out at some point during this video. Yeah, see, I fooled you all. All of those of you who are going to just watch this video and then leave immediately as soon as they knew what the secret was have been fooled completely, irreversibly. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to live with it. So, what are we going to do now? We've driven our train, we've driven it all the way up onto Lathe, onto a more flat piece of Lathe specifically. We did actually land on the very coast, on the very edge of land and water, where the sea meets the land, also known as the coast, which I've already said before. And it was on a hill, so it wasn't particularly perfect for a tourist resort, unless they were hikers. Depends what kind of tourists you have, I suppose. But at any rate, this is probably a bit more suitable to the masses, so we brought them up here. But now, of course, crucially, we need to actually connect them together. Because the idea, if you remember, was to actually put them together in a 4x4 pattern, or 2x2 pattern, making 4 of them. And how is that not docking? Oh, there we go, it's worked now, fine. Now to get the other ones, so we can undock this module and bring it around. Oh, there's no docking port on those edges. Oh no, there is. Yes, those two do have docking ports, that's fine. Some of them did get destroyed when we landed, so it's not guaranteed that there will be ports on every arm. Just like this one does not have docking ports on the two that would be ideal to dock with. Unfortunately, it now has to go sideways, 90 degrees to the rest, which means you can't drive this thing around. But, oh well, it wasn't really intended to be driven around anyway, so that's fine. What shall we do now? Now we get Jeb out, because there is one thing we should be doing just to make sure, just to be ever so safe, and that is to repack all these chutes, because you never know, something might happen. There might be an earthquake where the safest place for this base to be is off the land, and to do that we can use our jets that we have. But we're going to need parachutes to make sure we land safely, so we're doing that, we're repacking them. However, in the process of walking around this beautifully constructed base, I trip and fall off. Ah, same problem. At least now you learn the secret of how to get back on. It's very easy, you just need to jump on this wheel. Or jump on this wheel, try it a few times. It may take a few goes, I'm going to just keep on trying this, jumping on. Someone said you could back it up into the water and then swim onto one of the panels. I liked that idea. I didn't think of that at the time. So, instead I kind of did this. And it may have taken a little while. But, eventually, we do manage to jump on top and get it on top, yes. There we go. That is the standard procedure for all tourists to get into the base. It's 30 minutes of rigorous exercise, essentially, to make sure that they are capable of enjoying themselves here on Lathe, because it's going to be a very actiony thing, right? The holidays we have on Lathe aren't going to be, oh, sit and relax in the sun. It's going to be, oh, yes, ride a water ski, jet ski around, hang gliding, we could do that, you know, all sorts of different things. Anyway, but we haven't got quite to that point yet. What we need is some form of transport around Lathe. Our planes run out of fuel, it's run out of electricity, it's kind of useless, and our train isn't exactly perfect. So, a buggy. Gonna put some wheels on, some struts, some more struts, some nuclear, radioactive, thermo something or other generators. Some jets, because obviously, and some ladders so that they can get onto it. Ladders which we actually have remembered this time, which is quite impressive considering that last time they actually were left out of the design, hence the wheel exercise. Finally, we put some lights on, and that seems good to go. Or is it? Remember, fundamental part of this game is testing out your creations, so that is what we shall be doing first. We drive it out, and it seems to perform fine, just turning and driving around, but now it's time to test the jets. So, back it up a little, put the brakes on, and jets away. No, come on. Jets away! There we go. and it instantly leans forwards, and we hit it into the side, and we smack and crash. At least the parachutes worked, kind of. I don't think it was quite designed to be landed upside down though, but never mind, we'll have another go. Nearly hit the memorial, that's fine. Have another go here. So, a bit further away this time. Engines on, lift it straight up, remembering to pull back, because it is inclined to tip forwards for whatever reason. Hover over the helipad, and maybe we can just get a landing with the parachutes. No, we're just off the helipad. Oh well. It doesn't matter, we're fine. We don't need your helipad. God. Anyway, let's just drive off the side of the building. Whee! Oh, a bit of a trip. And parachutes, you have to use them. Oh well. I think that's ready. Don't you? Yeah, it seems solid enough, really. So, what are we going to do? We're going to strap it on a rocket and take it out to Jool. To Lathe, specifically. It's not the only passenger on this ride to Lathe, though. Oh no. We do, in fact, have another one of those panel things. A replacement, a backup if you will, but more than that, it's actually got ladders attached to it, so we will be able to satisfy the needs of those tourists who just want to lie out in the sun rather than doing 30 minutes of rigorous exercise jumping on a wheel arch. I don't know what kind of people they are, but you know. I would also like to point out that at this point during the launch and during the rest of the mission, I forget to drop things on time and make other kind of noobish mistakes like that. Not really noobish mistakes. Anyone knows that if your fuel runs out, you need to drop that stage. Everyone can realise that. The mistakes I make are more due to being distracted. For instance, from watching a live stream about KSP by the KSP devs. Well, not actually by the devs, it was by Max Maps, the community PR guy, and Anthony, the new community manager, which is quite cool. And yes, it was an announcement of an announcement that's going to be announced at KerbalCon this year, which is on the dates of December. I can't actually remember when they are, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be KerbalCon. It's going to be a virtual thing, not a physical event, just like last year. All the devs are going to get together and stream for over 24 hours, and it's going to be interesting. They said that the community people, such as the media group, are going to be involved in some way, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what it entails for me specifically, but I'd like to be a part of it. Certainly, absolutely. Anyway, back to the mission. So, we've actually got some meaty footage here, because this is kind of stuff that we haven't really done before. We've looped round Jool, not aerobraked round Jool, we've just looped round it. We're still travelling into planetary velocities, and now we want to hit Lathe. Well, specifically we want to land on Lathe, but you know, any sort of contact with Lathe, and I'll be happy. We know that we can go straight down from its planetary speeds and land fairly safely, as was proven in the previous episode, but I would like things to be a bit more controlled, and also this time I'm aiming for a specific target. Last time I was just kind of hoping to get on land somewhere, and this time I am actually trying to land at the base, so we'll see how this goes. We are currently on a trajectory that will take us straight into Lathe, but now we have a periapsis, there we go, 9 kilometers. 9 kilometers. Now the thing is, I don't know how much air resistance there's going to be exactly, and how much delta V I'm going to expend just from that air resistance. So I could end up going through the atmosphere, slicing through it like a hot knife through butter, and going out the other side and leaving the Jool system, or I could end up crashing into the ground before my target. Anyway, we're going to guess 15 kilometers. Or maybe 15.5 or 16 or something, I don't know. We're going to guess a certain number of kilometers and hope that this will 17, oh, 18, no, 17, okay, 17 kilometers. Hopefully that'll be deep enough within the atmosphere that we will slow down and land just at those command modules there. See them on the map? That's where we're aiming. So, burn, slowing down in orbit. Oh, trajectory, okay. Okay, our trajectory taking us dead on target, it seems. Oh, but not quite, not quite. In fact, it looks like we might land in the ocean. Oh dear, okay, well... Ooh, we need to eject, and... Oh no, really? We're gonna be right on the coast. We're gonna be exactly where we were last time. Literally. In fact, where's that debris? Didn't we leave some debris? I can't remember what it was. Ooh, okay, that was a quick parachute flip. Quite stylish, that was. But then we leave some debris, a docking port on the ground. I wonder where that's gone. It would be cool if we could find that, but sadly, no, we don't. Anyway, we have to focus on the now, on the present. We have to get this landing done. I'm frantically trying to push all the buttons, and I managed to turn the engines on. Need to be burning now. Need to be burning, need to be burning. Oh dear, crash land. Ooh, okay, we've damaged the wheel, but we're fine. This one, burned too late as well. Luckily, this one is fine, but it is far away from this one, which is actually travelling over the ground, and I put the brakes on and it explodes. Yeah, I didn't put the brakes on landing, which was kind of silly of me. So it rolled backwards down the hill, I put on the brakes, it spun around, and broke a wheel off. Will we be able to use this? I don't know. 3 wheels. I don't know whether it can ride on 3 wheels. It has got 1 docking port left. Or is that 2? No, it has got 2 docking ports left. Okay. So we can dock. But it is going to be a bit hard to move something that's only got 3 wheels. We'll see. We'll see about this. What I should have done was put docking ports on the buggy. But I didn't think. I wasn't logical. And that's a shame, because it would certainly have helped. I could have been able to tow it. But it seems right now what we need to do is just go on ahead. Leave that one ladder, a 3-wheeled creation to its own demise. Or at least to fend for itself, right? Demise is a bit too dramatic. It's going to just have to sit there whilst we go away and do other things. Those other things being driving to the base. Here it is, our Lathe Storage 2 rover being rechristened to our Lathe Buggy Mark 1. Perfect. This thing is quite good, and it is slightly different to the design you saw in the video back then at the start. It's got more engines, it's got some more struts, it's got a slightly different placement of the wheels, but other than that it's pretty much fine. Anyway, let's drive our way over here and inspect this thing to see what the real damage is. There are no crew on this mission, so, you know, we can't fix the wheel. So there's 3 wheels remaining, and 1 of them is popped. Is that the case? I think that's the case. So we're going to have to bring Jeb over here to fix that wheel, because without, like, okay, 3 wheels? Maybe. 2 wheels functioning? No. There's absolutely no way we'll be able to. And they're on the same side as well. They're both on the right-hand side of the module. There's no way that would be able to drive itself all the way here, or even be towed. Conceivably, we couldn't even tow it if we had a docking port. So we do need to fix it, and to fix it we are going to need Jebediah Kerman, who is over here at this base that we are now driving towards, which is quite nice. And we are coming up to a fade, there we go, crossfade through, and on our travels we come across our plane. Our plane, without which none of this would have been possible. Unfortunately, the only generator on board was placed on the belly, and its main design involved sitting on its belly, which meant that, obviously, predictably, the generator fell off, and now it's got no electric charge. Which is somewhat of a shame. I might have to comment there. Speaking of comments, you can't. Do you feel like your rights have been removed from you? You shouldn't do, because the video is a much nicer place now. I've temporarily disabled comments until YouTube sorts out its act. And I'm not going to be hating on Google Plus or whatever, because I don't know. I think Google Plus is kind of alright. I think the decisions they've made on implementation are flawed, but the end goal is certainly a worthy one. And that is just to unite all Google accounts under one, all Google products under one account, which makes sense, because this was actually posted in a blog by Freddie Wong, by the way. Freddie Wong, of all people. They posted a blog on their Rocket Jump website about the problems that Google are facing in order trying to fix YouTube, in order to improve it in every way. Because, you know, YouTube's flawed in almost every regard. Subscriptions, comments, whatever. There's a lot of things that's wrong with it, but you can see what Google are trying to do, but obviously it's fun to criticise them for doing it. And so I turned off the comments because people were spamming. Yes. Anyway, back to the video, just for our last few seconds. We are going to drive Jeb all the way over to this buggy. At some point, because although we do have a quite nice buggy, it seems that Jeb sitting on top of it makes it very inclined to to break, to mess around, to flip around, to break in all sorts of different manner and ways. And I don't really want that to happen. But at the same time, at the time of recording this footage, and there it goes again, time of recording this footage, I wasn't particularly patient. So I thought, I've got enough footage recorded. That was an episode, wasn't it? Did you like it? If you did like this episode, then please do like the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next episode, whatever that may be.